first coming in last. Went to the bank, happy alive. Nigga fuck love, rather by rap. Nigga fuck love, rather by rap.
All right. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what episode we're on. It's like 54, maybe
53. I think.
Is it 53? I don't think it's 50. I don't know what it is. Mike, don't. I'm not getting roasted here because I don't know what episode it is.
I was right last time. So.
Yeah, whatever. Fuck you, bro. No, I'm just playing. But welcome one, welcome all. Welcome Pete's new haircut. Nice to see you.
No, we ain't gonna do that, right?
I believe I can fly.
Oh man, that shit is funny.
Ain't no way, boy. How you violate me like that?
Ain't no warning either. He ain't give me no warning.
That's called being a bully, bro. Like what? I did not agree to this or sign any waivers or none of that. Like,
I mean, you agreed to whatever the fuck you told your barber to do, bro.
Oh damn! That's crazy. It's crazy. Rook hairline was fucked up like 5 episodes ago.
No, that what?
What you said about
that nigga Rook said, I get my hair cut at Supercuts.
I didn't say that. Anyway, let's get rolling here. Hello, everyone. Welcome again. Everyone out there, like, comment, subscribe. Let us know if there's certain topics you want us to talk about. And we'll talk about them in the next video, unless it's Danny talking about talking about some movie take that we've done like 4 times. So
I give suggestions and you say no, bro. I feel like you shouldn't do that. It's cool.
I don't think I've given you. I haven't said no to your suggestions.
You're saying no to Danny's though.
Well, like Danny said something like 3 times about doing something about movies that was like the same conversation like 3 times. So that's why I'm just saying no to Danny for that topic. But overall, Danny, if you have anything else, throw that shit out there. Tommy too, if you ever hear this, which you never do, we found out. So shout out Tommy and Danny. So all right, let's get into it. It's been a little bit since we got to the recordings. But since we've last recorded, there was an interesting picture of Jerry Jones, and I say interesting loosely, more like fucking shocking, of Jerry Jones way back when he was a jit.
Is it shocking?
I mean, yes and no, I guess. I don't know. Like, you hear about some, like, when you look at the Donald Sterling shit, right? Like, you hear how he interacted or like how he spoke about like players and people. But like to see pictures of people from like way back when in those situations with when they were trying to integrate the schools, like seeing an owner as a kid there, like that is a little bit shocking to me. Just like, yo, that's fucking Jerry right there. That's crazy. You don't think?
That nigga said, I was curious.
Yeah.
Like he was interested in preventing integration. Like,
you say he didn't know what was going on.
No, that's not even the funny part. The funny part that was a successful rebuttal.
No. I didn't know I couldn't do that.
Like, oh, that's what's up.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so like
they said I spit on that girl for scientific research.
So essentially on that note, it's kind of just like interesting, right? Where, you know, someone like Kevin Hart, they tried to cancel his ass for like a tweet he said from like 10 fucking years ago. Jerry Jones is at fucking protest, essentially looking hella suspicious, you know, in a situation where you could easily point at him and be like, yo, you're a fucking racist type of situation, and that should just get, here's the rug, just sweat right underneath it.
I mean, the only thing I could see, because the picture don't have no context, so he could literally say anything, and we had no choice but to believe him. Like, he could have been like, his dad drug him there. He could say a whole bunch of shit. It's not like you have a physical recording that he's like, "Oh, don't let them in the school." You know what I'm saying? Like,
I was there though.
what the fuck?
He was there, right? Like that. I don't know.
Because a lot of people was there on both sides. Black, white was there on both sides. So the picture could be interpreted however anybody feel necessary, right?
Wasn't the black people there that were in the picture just trying to get to school though?
Of course. But I'm just saying though, like a still picture don't say much.
That's true.
See, but there's that expression that a picture could say 1,000 words though, you know?
Which is true. And that's where me and Chris be going at it sometime. I be like, where's all this outrage that they had with Kanye and Kyrie and all these people shut up and dribble and all that motherfucker? Where's the outrage for Jerry Jones?
That's what I'm saying.
I'm honestly shocked that we're not pressing him. Like that's a really suspect picture, bro. Like,
super.
You know what I mean? Like, I 100% agree with everything Peterson just said. But I'm saying if I'm a reporter for whatever fucking newspaper, sports agency, or whatever it might be, I would be like, "Yo, Jerry,
like, what's up?
What's up, bro? Like, the fuck is going on?"
But it's two instances where we don't really have crazy. Because where was the outrage for the quarterback? My mind just went blank. I'm so sorry for that scam when he was taking the money from
Brett Favre.
Yeah, what was the outrage for him? Also,
I feel like there's outrage. No,
he's still going through like the legal processes, ain't it?
Yeah,
I feel like. I mean, I feel what you're saying. Like, it's not like a headline, but I think we're all in agreement that Brett Favre is a piece of shit.
Of course, but I'm talking about now because you still had a persecution of the media, like the same way the media was attacking these people, the same way these companies was attacking these people. It should be the same way, right?
No, I agree. I think Brett Favre, we need to see his face more often. You know, like,
and they need a lot of these companies need to distance the fuck away from him because what he did was heinous. Like,
I mean, they did. He's paying the consequences. You're just not hearing about it because
he doesn't play anymore. I mean, like, really, the only thing I ever saw him in, like, post-retirement is, like, them fucking Wrangler jean commercials, you know? Or, like, the one with, like, the fucking, like, elbow pads and shit. And I haven't seen them bitches aired, so...
Yeah, but where's the pitchforks and the torches, bro? Like, cause these two they hella had that shit. These two, they was like, Brett Favre was going through the court system, but they need to hang that motherfuckers. It's like they hang Kyrie and Kanye. Like,
Kyrie back and low key, bro, and hooping. Kyrie,
he been dogging. Like,
he just had a buzzer beater the other night, bro.
Seen that against Toronto.
Yeah. You can't speak against the Jews, my nigga. That's a bad move, bro.
I used to think that was a slur, bro. Like, South Park got my. I thought Jew, the word Jew was a slur into that community.
Because you've seen South Park, my nigga.
Yeah, that was. Yeah.
I mean, the way they use it, you could probably argue.
And that was the only time I had ever heard that word used. So that's why I was like,
yeah, them motherfuckers go hard, bro. I mean, I get it. Like, the Holocaust happened, and they're like, that's how the Holocaust happened. Like, they started with little things, and then it evolved into what it became. Mm-hmm. So, like, you guys have learned the lessons from history, and they're like, all right, we're going to stop it at the start. But I agree. Like, if that's how we're going to take that, then Brett Favre should also be under fire as well.
And Jerry Jones, goddamn.
And Jerry Jones, fuck him.
Yeah,
Braun asked about him.
Braun did say that. Braun ended that press conference like, I'm really. What do you say that? I'm saddened that you guys didn't ask me about Jerry Jones. Yeah. So
like, that's mega suspect.
And you would also think, which is kind of crazy, because whenever LeBron says like anything, right? Like that shit goes huge, right? Goes viral. It gets blown up. Yeah, exactly. So even then, like that is a little weird. Just like nothing from that either, right? Like
that Jerry Jones shit is just they just gonna let it slide, bro. Like,
do you think it's
like? Which is
so let's take it a step further. Like, what do you think the reasoning is?
He's a slave owner.
Wow.
Well,
maybe his family come from.
What else?
Sorry, say that again. I didn't hear what you said. Sorry.
He said he's a slave owner.
No, he talking about you, Chris.
I said that's one theory. Let's maybe.
No. He said what you said before. What Kenny said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember, nigga. That was like 5 minutes ago.
No, it wasn't, nigga. You literally said something right before. You asked a question and then Kenny said he's a slave owner. What was the question that caused
all right. So what do you think the reasoning is?
To be honest, flabbergasted.
With the reasoning behind what?
Like Jerry Jones and Brett Favre not getting their due process in the court of public opinion.
I think the Brett Favre stuff is only because of the fact that he's retired. So like that's the only reason I can see why it's not as big. Once he gets convicted, though, I do think this shit's gonna blow up. But I do agree that there should be like a bunch of media attention towards it. Right, like there should be a lot more outrage towards it. Like I said, I do feel that once he does get in trouble for it officially in the court of law, then this shit's gonna be a wrap for him. But I think the only reason why is because he's retired. I do think for Jerry Jones, though, like it doesn't make sense at all. I mean, this man is the face of America's team. Quote unquote, the biggest franchise, the biggest franchise in the fucking world, right? So like that shit is super weird. I literally can't think of any reasoning as to why that keeps getting.
I got a theory. None of us were surprised.
Yeah, that's true.
We're just like, oh shit, that's what's up.
I have a theory, but I don't. It might be conspiracy theory.
I got some conspiracy theories too.
Yeah.
I have a theory as well, but I just know all y'all know what I'm thinking. It's like
I'm thinking what you thinking, David.
I was reading something and I was watching something that Louis Farrakhan said, and normally he'd be extreme sometimes, but I agree with some of the things he said. But he was saying something, I might butcher it, along the line like, you rarely see like white people getting publicly like
they don't do that.
Because they don't want to like. It's like putting a mirror in front of the U.S. because that Haiti thing that Chris wanted to talk about, that's a big one too that a lot of people don't talk about, like how Haiti and France or France and the U.S. had a big part in the fucked up infrastructure that Haiti have. But whenever you try to talk about it, people say conspiracy. It's almost like holding a mirror to America's face, and I don't think they want to deal with that in totality, like holding them accountability in a sense. Like
the thing is that like I agree with you in theory, but I disagree with you practically.
Why you say that?
Because there have been a lot of white people that we fucking hate, like Donald Trump and
some of us don't hate him.
Shut up. No. I didn't say the hate aspect. I'm saying like almost like the scrutiny aspect. Donald Trump was an anomaly because he was weird. I don't know, because even the fact that a lot of people call him racist prior to him running for president, a lot of the black people used to praise him. Like we made a lot of rap lyrics about him and all that. Like,
oh, we know.
Like, shut up.
But then you got somebody like Alex Jones, and you have what's the guy?
Nick Fuentes. That's what you talking about?
No.
That guy's crazy though, bro.
He is crazy. But the other guy who I'm talking about, the fucking movie producer,
Weinstein.
He got it pretty fucking bad. Like, there has been white people who got fucking crucified for sure.
I feel like Weinstein got it bad. Like, they had no choice but to get him. You feel me? I feel like he was exposing too many niggas that was doing the same thing.
I think that's the situation, bro. Like,
I think that's what
they doing this shit as a last resort. Like, if we gotta arrest you, if we gotta do this to you, I'm sorry, brother, but we'll send you.
We're gonna
arrest you and kill you,
brother.
We'll send you kids some money.
But
brother, they say that when they put the handcuffs on too.
Yeah.
Dan Snyder's another one, and who was the other guy? The guy who was coaching the Raiders.
Gruden,
John Gruden.
Gruden, he also went under fire. Like there have been white people who've been prosecuted.
Yeah, but it's like less like what it would be if it was a colored person in that situation.
That's what I'm trying to allude to, because like they even have like statistics on that. Like a black person could do something and the headlines is automatically something negative.
Yeah.
Right? And then a white person will do something, it's like, even though he did this, but he was a great dad. You remember the guy that
he said about the school shooters, by the way.
Yeah, that, but it's a specific case that I want to look at. Remember the guy, he killed his wife and I think it was his daughters, if I'm not mistaken.
And then they showed a picture of him and the kids and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, and then when they went and interviewed him before they took him to jail, he was like, "Oh, I don't know what happened. She got mad and left and whooped the bam." And the whole time he knew he killed them. The whole time. Yeah. But all the headlines was almost positive until like the last headlines, until they finally like, arrested him type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I was just like, who gives a fuck if this man was a great businessman and all that? He's a monster.
Yeah.
You know
They're like, wonderful dad slaughters family.
Yeah.
Yo, that's exactly what be happening too.
Don't sound that good to me.
It's crazy. Like Trump owes all these taxes. Like they have these questions about his taxes and shit. And it's like they took Wesley Snipes' ass so fast. Like you didn't even know Wesley owes taxes.
Right, but like this is where I disagree. Like them niggas is trying hard to get Trump though. Like they just raided the nigga's house. Like they're trying hard to get that nigga.
I mean, they said they raided his house, but shit.
They did. Trump said, "I don't pay taxes because I'm smart." I was just like, "Damn, bro." That's it.
They probably was posted up having a shot with this nigga, bro.
Taking pictures and shit.
Like they've had a hard on for Trump since 2016, bro. I promise you. Like they want that nigga bad. They just can't. They can't catch him.
Yeah, he is anomaly. They like love hate that motherfucker. I don't know. We can't use Trump. He's like a mega outlier. Like he's weird. Like I don't understand the dynamics around him at all. Like I almost feel like the motherfucker's an alien. Like I don't get it.
Clout, like, that's just unmatched, bro. Like,
he got clout.
To be a Trumpo, like it's real Trumpos out there.
And then on the other side, and again, maybe I'm playing devil's advocate. Maybe I'm being a contrarian, like Peterson said. But you got guys like, you got like we were arguing about who the greatest, like who's the most famous rapper of all time, and you said it was Snoop. Like Snoop murdered a guy and got away with it, and then bragged about it.
Yeah, but that's not the same thing. That was self-defense.
Wasn't it in self-defense?
Yeah, like
after that.
Was it self-defense? I'm pretty sure the story went that he went to the park looking for the guy. And then he murdered him. And then you also got Ray Lewis, who murdered somebody. Well, who supposedly murdered somebody.
It's self-defense.
OJ.
And like, when you look at Ray Lewis, like everybody thinks of him very highly. And then you think of like the Kobe thing. And Kobe like got caught up, whatever happened in that hotel room. And we look at him in a positive light. So like, I feel like, I mean, again, I don't know. Like, I feel like there's some confirmation bias when it comes to some of this stuff. I think we seem to focus on the things that we want to focus on, instead of seeing everything.
I think there's a lot more.
Even in the examples that you use, they were acquitted.
Yeah. Right. Like George Zimmerman was acquitted, but we still think he's a piece of shit.
Yeah, but that was different. We had, first of all, nobody even know how the fuck he got acquitted. We had solid proof that they on the call that you could go on YouTube and listen to, they told the motherfucker not to follow the man. That's why people was outraged. It wasn't more or less. Say what?
I mean, Casey Anthony. I can think of a couple examples where people got acquitted, and like I said, like
She got a Netflix show, bro. Isn't that crazy?
I was watching that
Snoop
shit
Dogg,
last night.
I ain't watched that shit. I don't need a fucking Netflix documentary to tell me she killed the bitch or the girl. Like, we know,
damn.
bro. Like,
Damn, bro. It was a little
Come
girl.
on, she's just a child.
I know.
Like Snoop Dogg killed the guy like on some gangbanging shit, and it seems like America's completely okay with it. You know what I mean? It's like you could do the crime. Like I don't know, being acquitted isn't enough. Like it's really like the court of opinion can change on you after the fact, for sure.
Which is true. You're right on that, Aaron. Because even if, like Tory, with this whole Meg shit, a lot of this shit is pointing towards Meg's line, but they
Don't trust none of those niggas.
No, but they still gonna violate Tory because he's the man in a
Mm.
situation where he's dealing with a woman. So he been
catching
blackballed.
She lying too.
To circle back to Jerry Jones though, I had a question. So like hypothetically, right? Jerry Jones, he was here. I mean, there's a good chance growing up in that time period, probably what was probably taught from his parents, he probably was a fucking racist as a kid. There's a chance, right? No one knows, but there's a
Not
chance.
just a chance.
It's a
Not just a chance.
Yeah.
like it's
Like
it's
there's a
likely.
high,
It's likely.
there's a high
But
likelihood.
look. Rook is doing what I'm talking about too, though. Like,
Yeah.
How am I doing what you're doing?
he said,
I'm just saying.
that nigga
All right.
was racist, bro.
All right, now
Call it
here's
out.
the question.
Like-
Here's the question though. Do you guys think he still is?
Yes.
Yes.
Probably, like most likely, like
Man, you don't lose. I don't feel like you lose those ways, man. That you know, what I mean? In my opinion.
You think he still is, Chris?
I mean, I think I agree with what you guys are saying to an extent. I don't think you could completely shake this. So, like, the human psyche is pretty complex, and like, it's always going to cycle back to protecting your sense of self. So, like, that's really what it comes down to. Like, Grandpa was teaching you these fucked up things about these other groups of people, and then you end up at an age where you end up at a crossroads where you have to face whether the shit that Grandpa was telling you is ignorant and fucked up, or there's some reasoning towards it. And a lot of people are naturally going to go towards the reasoning part because they don't want to believe that their grandpa is a dirty piece of shit, right? And I think that's what comes to this, where like it's very hard to shake these terms because you have to basically accept that there's a point where you're a piece of shit, and that's very difficult to do. You know what I mean?
I'll take that a step further. I feel like it's even worse for somebody in the position of Jerry Jones because of the people that he's surrounded by. You get what I'm saying? More often than none, a lot of the people around him is the same way, so they don't see nothing wrong with it.
Right, like it gets reinforced. Like it's like a whole thing. I guess that's where the systemic word comes from. Is like you start bouncing different things off of each other, and it starts working on different levels. Like you basically create this environment where it can just fester. Like that's why I argue that the racist people. I'm saying the racist people. I'm just saying Americans in general. Of the 20th century were more racist than the Americans from the 19th century. And as fucked up as it is, please just bear with me. I feel like the people of the 19th century, and I'm talking about the 1800s when slavery was still legal, they just viewed black people as like farm stock, which is fucked up enough. But then the people that came after that had to deal with them being free and with the idea of that self that I was talking about, where it's like you have people telling them, no, these people are humans, and you've been taught your whole life that they're not, and you're kind of like in this battle this whole time. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's what made these people go to like extreme ends, because it's like in order to counter this, you got to take it this far. If that makes any sense.
No, I 100% agree with you because I was watching a movie called Mudbound on Netflix. That kind of
crazy.
Yeah, that movie's
but
but
I didn't see that.
It kind of go into what you're talking about because that's how you start to get stuff like what you're saying. The 1800s when slavery was legal, you created a system already that allowed all these things to happen. But then when it started becoming illegal to have slaves, now that's how you get Jim Crow, sundown towns, and you can only shop on Saturday. A whole bunch of stuff like segregations. It's a whole sharecropping. Like it's so much things that came after. So you had to be more racist in order to implement all these harsh conditions.
It's like you had to continue to double down on your thought process
Fact.
over and over and over and over again. It's crazy because like there was a point in time where I went down this rabbit hole and I was reading about a lot of the stuff, like the people that grew up at that time, and a lot of these kids who got lynched, or not even kids, just people in general, who ended up getting lynched off of like these nonsense charges, where it's like some girl will be like, some guy touched me. And to protect her uncle, she'll be like, "Oh, it was the black guy from across the street."
Yeah.
And then they interview these people. I was listening to a series, a podcast series, where they're interviewing these people of this town, like after the fact, and they all sounded the motherfucking same. They were all saying the same thing. Like, it's not that we wanted this to happen. It's just that we didn't want these ideas to get forced upon us. You know? It's not this, it's always that. It's always like, even at the time, they knew that they were wrong. There was a part of them that understood that where they were at was wrong. It's just that, like I said, they had to protect their idea of self. So they had to continue to double down in the other direction. You know what I mean? Like, and I feel like that's what makes these fucking racists psychotic.
Yeah, that's why with going back to Rook question, like, I wholeheartedly believe Jerry Jones is still racist. I just feel like he's in a system where he can't overtly be that. You get what I'm saying? Like, and then he understands the dichotomy between the players and the owners. Like, you need these players that so happen to be black to play for your team, or they're not gonna win. You get what I'm saying? Like, because majority of these teams is black. Like, you can't avoid it. So you almost like you don't. It's not like you mad about it, but you ain't got no choice but to deal with it.
And I think as an owner too, I think he just got so much power too. You know what I mean? Like I feel like
he has the most juice out of all the owners in the NFL.
I feel like Roger Goodell ain't gonna challenge him on shit because that nigga done been around for how long? You feel me? Like
a long time.
Yeah, he like I said, he's the biggest owner out of all of them. Like he has the most juice out of all of them. To an extent, though, because he's been trying to get Goodell fired for like years. It hasn't happened, so that's funny. But I don't know, like
that's your boy.
Yeah, that's not my boy. Go Broncos, the Walt family. Those are my boys. Walmart, baby.
I'll give you a chance to correct yourself.
What?
Never mind.
You could pick a new team. That's what he's trying to tell you. That been like,
yeah, my bad. Sorry.
The thing that's crazy is that I feel like sports did a lot to change the perspective of certain people. Like a lot of the people in Boston were racist as fuck, and then Bill Russell started winning them. No, absolutely. But I feel like Bill Russell started winning them games, and they're like, whoa, like.
They still hated that nigga.
Yeah, bro. I heard shit where like they're already like what 3 championships deep, and they still like rated his place and put hard R like on his walls and shit. Like they went fucking hard against Bill Russell back then, even though he was winning them championships.
That Boston shit is so weird because I went to Boston and that was like the friendliest city I've been to in the U.S. It's crazy.
I didn't think come to Milwaukee. They friendly out here.
Oh no! We go to Milwaukee, nigga. Like
they friendly. I'm talking to Pete.
How friendly, bro?
They friendly. They're cool out here.
The craziest racist things that I read about happens in Wisconsin.
Yeah, like all of them.
What are you talking about? Where?
Y'all got a lot of trees out there.
George Floyd, the kid who fucking crossed the line.
Kyle Rittenhouse.
Yeah, but he drove up here. He's not from Wisconsin.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
From Illinois.
I said it happened there.
That shit, Wisconsin was calling that nigga, bro. Like,
no, they weren't.
like,
yeah,
fuck
y'all
you,
put
bro.
Y'all put the Batman signal out for that nigga, bro.
We need you, Kyle, bro. No one knew nothing about no fucking Kyle, bro.
And that man got away with it, bro. And he got away with it, bro.
Whatever.
He hella got away with it. That's crazy.
That shit is crazy.
That was another.
And that
Like-
man getting paid off all that shit.
Money. Bro, he
That's
was just
crazy.
on TV the other
George
day.
Zimmerman came up too, bro. All them Second Amendment like lovers. Like,
He
they're
sold the
"Oh,
gun."
He used their gun, you know, like
Damn.
He sold the gun that he shot.
No
Yeah.
shot.
Yeah, we
Really?
already know.
You
Yeah,
this?
Absolutely
Nah, I
did.
don't know about that.
Bro,
That's crazy.
I
I
read.
don't know about
I saw a
that.
headline that he autographed a packet of Skittles. And
Yeah, he
sold
did.
that shit.
He did.
Bro, that's sickening. People are
Yeah,
sick.
George Zimmerman is a grade A piece of shit, bro.
Bro, people are sick. Like, obviously we know he's sick, but the fact that he sells the gun, someone buys it, and someone is like, yo, sign my Skittles, like, that's just crazy.
Then he tried to
That's
sue
sick.
the family. I thought he tried to
I
sue
mean,
the family. or
people
something.
during Halloween costumes was their knee on a person's neck because of George Floyd.
Yeah,
Like,
that I remember, yeah.
that was
Milwaukee, not surprised.
nah. It
Yeah.
actually was like a lot of places, but
Bitch.
I mean,
I'm
that's
sorry,
that's,
that was
damn, bro. Come on.
You're a rude person, bro.
That's
Like,
Me?
Bro.
I'm rude? All
That's
right.
rude.
Listen, I actually wanted to do this at the beginning of the podcast, but I was like, oh, we got a full slate of shit to do. But no. David, what's your beef, bro? Let's squash this shit right now. What is your problem with me? Huh? What's
you
the
calling me
fucking
a
issue?
bitch, bro? I
Bro,
don't like
that-
that shit.
All right, there's something called in the
You say
in,
bitch way too loosely, like.
in the black community. It's black on black crime. This is just white on white crime.
Nobody cares about this shit. Keep it moving.
No,
All right, yeah, come on,
Fuck
man.
you, David.
Nobody
I'm sorry.
wants to see a pair of white people
See what I'm
fight.
saying?
Bro. Fuck outta here.
Yeah, bro. Y'all both wearing green, man. Come on.
this wouldn't be a fight, bro. You'll call the police.
Damn.
Bro, we're the same fucking skin complexion. Shut the fuck
David's
up.
a little yellow though.
I'm yellow. I
That's
don't get as much tan. I don't
You're-
get a
you're
tan.
kinda
I
red.
don't see the sun.
Live in Wisconsin again.
I know,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Shit's fucking cloudy every day. It's actually really depressing. All right. Anyway,
Not to live there. It's crazy.
you said what?
It's like God told you not to live there. It's crazy.
Yeah, but then there's this championship team that's pretty good. But anyway, we'll talk about that. We don't need to talk about that.
Los
So-
Angeles also had a championship team, but whatever. Keep it moving.
Let's just transition to the stadium one because that one kind of took a minute. So let's transition to the stadium. So like a while ago, Chris and I kind of got in the conversation about the economics of stadiums, and Chris thinks they're a scam. And recently there was a report out about like how much it costs for Qatar to host the FIFA World Cup. And it cost $220 fucking billion, and then the economic impact was only like 20 billion. Chris, like I said off camera, bro, this is an anomaly, dog. Like that shit is crazy. Like I said, I saw this report. Every other fucking country that held it, right? It was like around 11 to 15 billion was the top at that point. These motherfuckers took it to 220 billion. That's on them, bro. That's just an
Inflation.
anomaly.
A lot of plastic surgery out there. Just saying.
Chris, this is where you
Jack, I mean, I don't know. I feel like them shits are a scam, bro. The fact that they're building stadiums they're never going to use again.
All right. So for the World Cup, I agree, right? Because it's one of those weird situations, again, anomaly, where they're building these stadiums and never actually using them ever again, right? Now, where we're vastly disagreeing is when we're talking about arenas and stadiums for sports teams here that are being used for decades. You know what I'm saying? Like that's way different than this FIFA shit.
Fuck that. Them niggas, like the fact that like I'm gonna make you pay for my stadium, bro. That's fucking crazy. Like, imagine like I set up a building and I'm like, I set up a business in your city and I'm like, I need you to build my fucking building. You're gonna pay for my building.
Well, I mean,
Amazon kind of do that. But
yeah.
Is it a really good business that
Yeah,
everybody in the area will make money?
And we
Yes.
had this discussion, and we're saying Amazon is fucking That shit is corrupt as fuck.
Now,
Amazon.
did we not charge that up to don't hate the player, hate the game? Like,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Is that the conclusion that show was like 50 episodes ago?
Yeah.
It
That's
was,
like
but it's like,
exactly that's exactly kind of what we said too, is don't hit the player, don't hit the game. But with stadiums, again, there is a bigger economic impact because of what it also brings, especially now because a lot of new areas are building like live block entertainment district, like whole districts around it, right? So it's not necessarily just a building. You have stores, you have new restaurants, bars,
Music, club.
etc. Yeah, exactly. Being built all around the new stadiums.
They're
Talking about like Amway?
I don't know Amway. I haven't been by the
Niggas is gonna be downtown regardless, bro. Like, I don't buy it, bro.
He said new areas. Downtown was there before the Amway.
Like what stadiums are you speaking on specifically? Like the Raiders?
So like for example ours, right? Like before our new building, the old one, it was just the fucking old shitty ass arena.
yeah.
And then to the right of the building was nothing. It was literally just empty. So now we build the new building. We destroyed the other one. Now 2 music venues are about to be built in the old stadium's place. In front of our stadium, there's a brand new restaurant. There's a brand new bar, 2 brand new bars, right? There's going to be new tenants coming in for some shopping centers or whatever that are coming in too. So like there's more shit to do downtown
Okay.
now.
All right. So like, is Milwaukee the exception or is it
No, because we're not the only teams to do it. Like over in St. Louis, they have it. Dallas, they have it. In or not Oracle in fucking San Francisco with the new Warriors Stadium or arena.
What I'm saying is like San Francisco will be generating that revenue regardless. Dallas will be generating that revenue regardless.
But what
Like,
makes you say that though? What makes you say that?
Like how much more people would be spending their money there if that stadium wasn't there? Like, is what I'm saying. Like, or the other way, like how many more people are spending their money now that the stadium is there? Like, I don't think
So
it's
like
that much difference.
bro, so like when you look at the stadiums, just because they're like downtown, like ours is downtown, but not all stadiums are like right. No, not all of them. No, not all of them are downtown. Like
The
the
Miami
Viking,
one is not downtown.
and the Viking Stadium is not like in downtown Minneapolis, right? That's just like way off to the side. So that's not the case.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying? So like they've built these areas that people could come pregame, people could go postgame, people are getting
like
jobs.
I'm saying, like you're saying it's not downtown, but like again, is that the exception or is that the rule? Like I feel like the majority of them are fucking downtown or near an area that's already fucking super busy.
Yes
right?
and no. Yes and no. But like I said,
like Orlando
you're providing more outlets for people to spend money, Chris. If there's more things to do, they're gonna spend money.
Orlando Magic isn't bringing no fucking revenue to Orlando.
Yeah, they suck.
Even when they were good, bro. Like even when they
won
were
6 in a row.
Yeah,
we got to fade you, bro.
even when they were good, bro. Like
even when they were good, you don't think that there was an economic impact at all, bro?
No, nigga,
so like people weren't staying at hotels, right? To that if they were traveling to see the game, people weren't going downtown to go
motherfuckers were gonna stay in
the
those
game.
hotels anyway.
I mean that Amway be. Go ahead, bro. My bad.
How many more people are spending money in Miami because of the heat? Like Miami hotels are going to be packed regardless.
That's facts.
But the thing is, like, well, wouldn't you think like part of the reason they're going to be packed regardless is because of the heat, though?
Yes.
No.
Bro,
no,
like, listen,
because it's Miami, nigga. Because it's Miami.
It's fucking Miami, nigga.
I would go to Miami and go see a Heat game and stay the night in Miami because I'm going to see the Heat.
Exactly.
Right. Dude, also go to Miami just to go to fucking Miami. This is what I'm saying.
And you'll do something else too, David.
Rick Ross talked about it. Rick Ross talked about it.
Couldn't Miami be a outlier on the other end too, though? Like,
I think most of these cities are closer to Miami than they are Milwaukee.
I
could
wouldn't
agree
go
with
to
that.
Orlando to see the Magic.
could-
Though.
Yeah, you
I
come
could-
up to
yeah.
Orlando for something else.
Like
They
when you're
always
talking
that was
about
not a
Los
joke.
Angeles, you're talking about New York, you're talking about like major cities.
Major
You know?
cities, yeah.
Yeah, but you're talking
Boston,
about
yeah.
major cities that also have a bunch of other shit that you could do, right? So having something that is attracting you to this general vicinity, right, where the stadium's located, having these stores, these bars, etc., next to them, right? That's what's bringing people around. You're right. There's a bunch of other shit to do, but the money could be spent somewhere else.
Like the argument has to be is how many of these people wouldn't be out if the Orlando Magic didn't exist or the Miami Heat didn't exist? Like I'll say, like in the case of the Miami Heat, it's a small percentage.
Yeah,
Like
but
a lot
Miami,
of these people, a lot of these motherfuckers will still be out spending their money. And I feel like it's the same with Orlando. I think it's the same with Dallas. I think it's the same with New York. I think it's the same with Los Angeles. I think it's the same with Chicago. All these places, these motherfuckers will still be out spending their money.
Chicago is another example too. Like at Wrigley Field, the Bulls there. I've been there. Like their stadium is just a stadium. It's ass. But like at Wrigley Field, the Cubs stadium. Like they have their own entertainment district. So like before games, that shit's fucking popping. Like all around their stadium, just like with people fucking drinking, having a good time or whatever beforehand.
I think the Magic probably have that too. Like, where you can hang out in downtown, but you got to walk a couple of blocks before you get to the Amway.
But that
It's not
tell you,
like the hangout area is literally on the block where Amway is, because the place where people hang out in downtown Orlando, it's a couple of blocks away from Amway.
I feel like if it's a meter, right, for these cities and these stadiums, it's gonna lean towards more Chris than Rook, to be honest.
That's what I'm saying. Like I think the
think-
majority of these places would be busy regardless.
Because I was
You're telling-
thinking,
Can I ask y'all something real quick before y'all go on? Y'all talking
Yeah,
about if it'll be busy, like if that stadium didn't exist, or
Yes.
like,
right.
yo, I feel like these niggas host concerts at these stadiums.
They
too.
do, man.
Like I
They
feel like
do.
those like I be seeing, like I think Bad Bunny came over. I don't even know. I don't fuck with Bad Bunny.
Bro,
but
he had
that's
to do
y'all
2 shows at the Amway.
But
Man,
that
Bunny
nigga,
did 2 of them.
who everybody can send me over there, man. What you talking about?
The
That's
thing
what I'm
is,
saying.
Spending money.
like the case that I'm saying is like Bad Bunny. Well, maybe not House of Blues, but like I'm saying, like Bad Bunny would have to visit Orlando regardless.
Yeah.
Like
he could have held this. He could have held that concert in the Orange Bowl, like
right, and like
Orange
niggas
Bowl.
had to pay for the Orange Bowl. They didn't make their city of Orlando pay for the Orange Bowl.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he
That's
would still
true.
come to Orlando.
That's true, but I feel like these cities do still need stadiums, man. I feel like that.
I feel like certain, like I lived in Oklahoma. Oklahoma is trash.
Right.
Without OKC, nobody's going to Oklahoma. But more often than none, where these stadiums at, it's already people visiting it.
It's
Yeah,
big ass cities.
Yeah,
What
you gonna
about-
have like who the fuck go to Arizona? Like, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
I can understand that. Okay, I got it.
Like Rook feels the way that he feels because he lives in Milwaukee. Milwaukee's a shithole, right? Like nobody
That
wants to
boy
go to
hurt.
Milwaukee.
That boy hurt.
You've never been here. How do you know it's a
Like-
shithole?
But like what I'm saying is like that same shit doesn't apply to New York. Like
don't.
niggas is still gonna go to New York regardless.
What about
Well,
Madison
yeah,
Square? What about Madison Square? Madison Square. I know they
like I feel like
Dude,
you
Madison
guys
Madison
take
Square,
Madison
don't sleep regardless of whatever game. I've been there.
Yeah.
no.
They
Oh,
don't-
I'm not just talking about sports. My bad. I guess that's what it is.
Yeah, they don't.
Like you take away Madison Square, like you take away the actual like the stadium, and that
Still
area
need
is still gonna be fucking crazy.
How come you ain't been there, Chris?
'Cause
my
I'm
my homeboys.
broke, 'cause I'm broke, nigga.
You a
I'm
lie.
broke.
We lying.
I'm broke, nigga.
We checking
My
your
homeboy-
tax statements, bro.
My homeboys just went out there just to visit Toys R Us out there. Like, so without that stadium, motherfuckers still gonna be in Madison Square. Fuck that shit,
Bro, like
But I'm
I'm
also
telling you
just
that-
saying. But it's also you also create thousands of jobs though.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like thousands of jobs you create. That's economic impact in itself.
You say thousands of jobs?
Yes,
Yeah, it's a lot of jobs that go with that shit.
Yeah.
thousands.
From sound to music to IT to
Concessions.
food.
Yeah.
Like it's a
And that's just the
valet.
stadium. And then when you talk about the districts that they build outside of them, right? Like there's thousands of jobs that get all wrapped up into that shit.
Not in Orlando, nigga. What
Man,
I'm saying,
I think
like,
so.
how much of that, like, does it offset the cost? Like,
Of that stadium.
'cause it costs so much to make the stadium, not just that, but also maintain the stadium. Like, how much of those fucking
Yeah,
income
but
taxes
the
is making
city's
back
not
to
paying for
counteract
the
that?
maintenance of the stadiums, though.
Are they
No.
not?
No, the
Pretty
owners
sure they
do.
are.
I know
That's what-
for sure for
Someone got
sports
Google.
teams, like actual sports teams,
Can
right?
we
The
Google?
owners are paying for the maintenance of it. When it comes to like shit like the Orange Bowl, where that one's kind of like no specific sports team kind of plays there, that shit's a little weird. I don't know how that works. But like every sports team stadium, they're being funded by the owners.
Regardless,
Google that?
like how many fucking people that work in like hot dog stand people, like, does it take to pay for a goddamn stadium? You know what I mean?
Nah, you hating now. You hating now.
I mean,
They can't make a hot dog. You hating.
nah, and in hindsight, like when you built the stadium immediately, I think that's a blow to the area. But in hindsight, I think it generate more money than what they spent on the stadium. Cause if the stadium there for 50 years, you making bread off that shit. Like,
Yeah.
they
But, like,
making bank.
who's making this money though?
I mean,
I think doesn't the city get this money, don't it?
The city gets to tax them.
Yeah.
The
And
city
that
gets
taxes-
to tax them, but the overwhelming majority of the money is going to the owners. Like this is the only business model that works like that. There's nothing else that works like this, where you have to front all of my costs and I make all of the profits.
That's crazy.
That also depends on the stadium though, because like again, I know for LA, for the Clippers, Bombers trying to get that shit where the city's paying for it entirely. I think I don't know if it's an anomaly because there's not like that many new stadiums that have been made, but like I know for us, it was like half and half. So the owners fronted half and the city fronted half.
I read Ball was trying to fund that shit himself.
There's no other business that gets run like that, right?
Amazon.
Like I said, like I can create a ton of revenue for your, like, Amazon still has to build their own shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they don't have the city pay for their fucking factory. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but they be making the which could equate to almost the same shit. They be making, that's why they ain't built one in Syracuse, but they be making the cities pay their taxes for those buildings, and them shit.
no, they make them pay their taxes, which is it's a fuck ton.
That's what I'm saying. So it could equate to the same thing essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe what that motherfucker is evading a lot of taxes.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna call that the Donald Trump, nigga. I'm gonna be on the dance floor doing the Donald Trump fucking evading my taxes, nigga.
Throw some toilet paper, my nigga.
I see that the Bills are getting, so for their new stadium, that shit's going all to taxpayers. Like the taxpayers are paying for that shit.
That the taxpayers is us, right?
Yeah, like how
no, not us. It's just New York. Like the motherfuckers out there in New York.
How much more revenue are the Buffaloes bringing to the city of Buffalo?
I
don't think it's that much.
They're gonna bring a lot. I've been to Buffalo. Buffalo is dry, boy. Like,
I feel like Davis Burgers.
Hey, bro, my burger's not dry, bro. Hey, pull up, bro. I will make you a burger.
All that shit,
I know
bro.
you will. I'm pulling up.
I'll make you a burger, bro.
Like the
Let's talk about the burgers.
That you have to address this shit is like so weird, bro.
What?
It's ketchup. Shouts to ketchup, man.
Bro, I just said it's useless, bro. Like it's not that serious.
Like, no, the fact that you had to say it, like, we need to
talk
hurt
my feelings. We're ketchup.
All right, bro. Let's talk about it, bro.
Like I'm like, yo, like, where's the ketchup? I'm at a Burger King asking for the ketchup dispenser. David's like, what the fuck do you need that for?
Yeah,
like
bro.
for the fries, bro. Like I'm gonna dip my fries in ketchup like a
That's
normal
not how
person.
it's
He's
gonna
like,
go, bro.
you dip them in ranch. You don't even need the ketchup.
Yeah, bro.
Like, oh my bad. I should have asked for the ranch dispenser. That's what I forgot.
Yeah.
Everybody don't like ranch anyway.
I'm about to get a ketchup packet tattooed on my hand, nigga.
I think it's David
We
Different,
dug it for ketchup this year.
Yeah, bro. Hey,
bro.
you took this ketchup shit to heart, bro. I wasn't expecting this.
Bro, I had to hide that
You
shit.
took it to heart, nigga.
I said, no, I did it.
And
You're doing what white people
I'm gonna
do,
take
bro.
something that I
Like,
believe to be useless to heart. I'm not taking it to heart.
I just know if I pull up to your crib, you gonna have
felt some
the
type of
ketchup
way because
hiding.
a motherfucker wanted to use it because you feel like
yo. This actually brings me to a thought process.
Uh-oh.
So like, there's this girl on my Facebook. Shut the fuck up. There's this girl
Their
on
name.
my Facebook.
conspiracy.
And she's like super anti-religion,
Uh,
and her whole thing is always like bashing religious people. But she also has this, like, she justifies the way that she speaks out against religious people with just wanting to live. And I feel like those two things contradict each other, right? Because, like, let's say I'm a super religious person.
yeah.
Like, me saying, oh, you don't think the way that I do or act the way that I do, so you're going to burn in hell and this, and that. Like, I feel like that's me not letting you live. You know what I mean? Like, I can have all my thoughts and my opinions and my beliefs and just be like, yo, this is the way that I want to live, and you live the way that you want to live. But me going out and speaking out against what you don't do is provocative.
Yeah.
And this is what this girl does, because she's the opposite. She's anti-religious. And she's like, people who think this way are fucking retarded.
Yeah.
Or stupid. Hey, it is what it is.
I be having that same shit with a lot of people, man. I be seeing that shit, like that shit crazy, because it's like they trying to convince you that what the fuck you're doing don't make any fucking type of sense, and you should be doing what they're doing. You know what I mean? Like, and make you feel
but then they also like in my case, they're also pleading this case of peace. Like, I'm only the way that I am because I feel like we should have freedom. But it's like, but if you're attacking people, that's not what you're believing. I feel like that's the same thing Kenny or David is doing with fucking ketchup, where he's like, fuck ketchup, it's useless. But I just, it's whatever. I don't even care like that. Like, like I walked up to a random person at McDonald's pouring ketchup on their burger, and I punched them in his face. But it's not like I hated the guy.
If David had as much clout as Donald Trump, everyone be eating dry ass burgers.
and then he tops it off. I didn't even fucking address that dry ass burger. Then he fucking sent a picture of a dry ass burger to justify his perspective. Thinking like, what?
That man said I had garlic seasoning on that shit. You gonna
but David said no condiments needed.
You don't, bro. You don't. I don't need ketchup for my burger, bro. I promise you.
I had your burger, David, and I asked for ketchup.
I'm talking the burger I made today.
I didn't understand that stance anyway, and then I rebuttal by saying, if I bought a $500 steak and put ketchup on it, that's my problem. That don't got shit to do with you. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Right?
Hey, man.
Can I tell a story real quick?
Freedom of speech, bro.
Go ahead.
But like sometimes freedom of speech is stupid. Sometimes you say stupid things with your freedom of speech,
bro.
This
is all because I said ketchup is useless.
Yeah, I gotta tell a story, bro.
This is not that deep.
Story, bro.
My freedom of speech is to tell you that what you're saying is fucking stupid,
bro.
Fine,
bro. I go to L House with this nigga David, right? It's just me and David.
I know it's coming.
It's just me and David one time, right? And I'm like, I go to order a steak because I always order a steak without anybody being there.
You order a steak, bro.
I ordered a steak.
It was a burger.
I ordered a steak, and then
It was a burger.
No, it was a steak. It was a steak. I remember this shit because it stuck with me. Man, this nigga David is talking about you ordered that shit well done, bro. And I'm looking around. I'm like, yo, what did I just do? I fucked up. Like he's like, nah, he's like, you need to order that shit medium. I'm like, damn. Okay.
That's another stupid argument.
Nigga, I'm over here thinking like, damn, my stomach gonna be fucked up, and this nigga don't give a shit. That's how I think. I was thinking about the toilet straight up, nigga. I wasn't even thinking.
Oh, bros.
This man said, "Oh, that shit medium." I was like, damn, all right. This nigga took his shit personal.
Like, I'm telling you, like David is very pro-black, but sometimes his roots just come out, bro. Like,
Nah, bro. This is over me saying ketchup is useless. Like
y'all people really showed up in Africa, and you're like, nah, like this is the God you guys need to break.
And that's another thing. Like you brought up religion. Like you got the wrong guy, bro. Like,
bro,
I'm saying you're substituting religion with ketchup, my nigga. It's the same thing.
Isn't that crazy? Like your comp is ketchup and Jesus, bro. Like,
no, your comp is ketchup and Jesus, not mine.
No, I didn't make that comparison.
David does not like
made
condiments.
The comparison.
David doesn't like condiments, bro.
Like my nigga was like mustard. My nigga was like, it's crazy because he's texting me, but I could see his face. He's like, mustard. That's disgusting.
Yo, David didn't let me
like, bro, relax, my nigga. It's all right,
I'll get my carrot on over some mustard, bro. You don't put that shit on my burger, bro.
Yo,
please.
David did not let me put steak sauce on my steak. I didn't even finish. Like this nigga didn't let me put steak sauce on my
He didn't let you, bro? Damn, this guy's a fucking terrorist.
That's how that nigga get. He don't fuck with condiments, bro. He don't fuck with condiments.
David colonized your meal, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, bro. Like,
how you gonna tell me how to fuck to eat my shit? Like,
what's crazy? If I'm dipping my fries in like toilet bowl water, I would understand how you'd be like, "Yo, Chris, chill out, bro. Maybe that's not good." But like,
that's another crazy comp.
I'm dipping my fries in ketchup. Like that's a consensus condiment, and my nigga's like, no. Like
I told you no. I tell you no.
Yo, this man.
David chases his food with Heineken. That's why.
You know what's so crazy? I went and got this haircut that Rook spazzed about, but
I didn't spaz.
I got in the barbershop and they had that same argument about the ketchup. I was like, ain't no way, boy. Like, they was really mad.
You let them cut your hair?
They was like, you use ketchup? And I was like, yeah, like, what the fuck? Like, what's the problem? Y'all use mayonnaise? The fuck?
You let them boys cut your hair after that argument, bro?
I did. My barber's Jamaican. So.
Oh, hell no.
I fuck with your people. So.
Like I don't. I seen niggas argue about like pineapple on pizza, and I was like, all right. But now like we're arguing about ketchup.
You're arguing. I'm not arguing.
Nigga, it didn't even have to be said, bro. Like the fact, like this whole thing happened because you felt like you needed to tell me. Like I didn't ask.
It wasn't.
I never asked you, right? Like I didn't ask you, right? Peterson, did I ask him? I didn't ask him.
You asking me right now, and I know you ain't asked him. So.
Yeah,
you got me looking at my ketchup all different.
That nigga said trip, like he walked up to my block talking about why you wearing those colors? Like, and now he's acting like that's exactly what happened, nigga.
I ain't pressed that nigga. Yes, you did.
This nigga
like,
David
I put ketchup on my fries, bro. It's all right.
This nigga
bro.
David got me putting ketchup in the back of the fridge.
That nigga said a good burger don't need ketchup. Like the taste of ketchup on my burger.
Ketchup, bro. I'm telling you.
If I eat one of your burgers, I'm finna put ketchup on that hoe every time.
I'm gonna be offended, bro.
I know because you got offended when I did it.
Why?
Now I know better now.
What if I like the combination of the burger and the ketchup? What if that's my preference?
Well, if you put ketchup on the, never mind, bro. I'm not really about that.
Hey, let me ask you this. Do you put lettuce on your burgers?
Yeah, I do.
All right, okay. You got a vegetable on there. I'm proud.
And tomato too.
Can I put ranch on a burger?
Yeah.
That ranch seasoning slap on the burger, but I don't know about like ranch.
I've never tried that.
Can I put adobo on my burger?
That's kind of racist, but yeah.
Can I put plantains on my burger?
That's even more
I've
racist.
actually
Yes.
had a burger with
Yes.
plantains on it. Shit
I did
That
too.
sounds great, dude. I've had
At Sugar
That shit-
Factory.
You can't
At Sugar
put-
Factory.
You
I've
can't
had
put
sushi
ketchup
made
on
out of.
So fucking processed tomatoes, because you're already putting tomatoes. Ketchup is just processed fucking liquid tomatoes.
Yeah, but
That's
it's
where you
like-
draw the line, nigga. That's where you draw the line. I can have some lady wipe her coochie on your burger and you'll eat it, but you won't do it with ketchup, nigga. What the fuck is wrong with this?
Nah,
shit,
honestly,
Hey,
it
that's a
depends
wild
on,
line.
it depends on who coochie it is, bro. That
That's
I will,
a wild statement,
yeah.
bro. Like,
My nigga won't eat a coochie burger, but he won't.
and I won't put ketchup on it. I won't put ketchup on that coochie burger.
Nigga, that burger is begging you to put ketchup on it. That shit been on the grill. That shit needs some. Throw some ketchup on it, motherfucker, bro.
That burger needed better lighting. It needed better seasoning. I thought that shit
The burger that I prepared,
Hey,
there's love on it, bro. It's got everything it needs.
Nigga, if that cow knew how you took this nigga life and had that nigga go out like that,
It died anyway. It's gonna make
That
you
nigga would have been
angry.
like, that nigga would have been like, you wasted my life.
but at least put ketchup on me, guys.
You gonna put ketchup on it?
cow lives matter, nigga. What the fuck?
Oh my god.
You wildin', nigga. No, come
I'm
on,
mad the last 20 minutes was about ketchup. I hate you.
Nah, we needed to talk
Bro,
about
like,
that shit.
my nigga, I was so confused. That nigga like was like, he really pressed me.
Yeah,
Like, what do you need ketchup for?
yeah,
I see that.
I only agree with him because I don't fuck with you, but he was wild for that shit.
yeah. I had to put my ketchup to the back of the fridge because of him.
What do you
Look
need
at that shit for
ketchup
2
for,
days.
nigga? Like
Yeah.
for French fries?
What you
nigga?
what
Like,
you put on a chicken patty?
Barbecue. I know.
No,
I'm
you
talking about
a
David.
barbecue nigga. I see it.
I'm
in
talking
you.
about
Chicken
David.
patty?
Yeah.
You talking about like a Jamaican chicken patty?
No. Why had to be
fuck is-
Jamaican, man?
What's a
God
Jamaican
damn.
chicken patty?
I just take it straight that man.
I don't even know what a Jamaican
That is-
chicken patty is.
I
They
think
talking
it's
about
a
it-
beef patty.
Wait,
Yeah, it's a beef patty. Instead
No,
of,
I said a chicken. Like,
Yeah, I know. I'm talking about
burgers?
David. David's
Oh,
thinking
like a
beef
slice
patty.
of chicken?
No, nigga. You know they got burgers and they got chicken patties. Like,
I don't know why this shit.
Instead of a burger, a chicken sandwich, motherfucker.
You mean like
like
Chick-fil-A,
Chick-fil-A.
like
chicken
chicken sandwich?
sandwich,
Chick-fil-A.
David. A chicken sandwich.
I don't put it in. It
Don't
gets
put-
seasoned. It gets
Don't
eaten that
say
way.
honey mustard,
By
nigga.
me.
Don't say honey mustard, nigga. Don't say
So
honey
you
mustard.
eat.
I don't. I
absolutely-
don't put any sauce on that. If it's a sandwich, like I
you
don't
don't
put
put
sauce on.
Chick-fil-A sauce on it.
Don't put Chick-fil-A
No,
sauce
I
on
eat it as it comes.
So you just
Nah,
anti-sauce. That's
No, I
like-
fuck with sauce. Just
Do you eat a Popeye's
don't.
biscuit without water too?
probably.
Without anything to drink? You just like to suffer.
no, it,
He confused.
comes-
He said, I don't know.
it comes in a meal. Like I get a drink, bro.
This nigga will eat a
What do you-
sandwich with no condiments and smoke a black and mild.
Kenny, you know I don't smoke Black and Miles, bro. So it's like,
Hey,
like you
man.
know this.
These
You
are
know the
black and,
smoke, bro. Ain't no Black and Miles, bro.
these black
My
and
nigga
mild
will
tendencies.
eat a
Though.
dry ass biscuit. He'll eat a dry ass biscuit with no jelly just to prove a point to himself. Bro.
I'm not eating biscuits like that, bro. Like, I'm gonna be 100% with you, bro. I'm not.
Like, nah, nigga, you fucking choke on one of them shits, bro. Like,
I wouldn't know, bro. Like I'm not eating biscuits unless it's
I
some
just
chicken in that biscuit. You feel me?
I
Like
I just hope
I eat a
somebody.
chicken biscuit.
So if you eat a chicken biscuit, you don't put like grape jelly on that motherfucker. You don't put ketchup on that motherfucker. You don't put nothing.
Oh, bro, I eat the chicken. I eat it as it comes, bro. Like I eat a chicken biscuit.
That-
That chicken and bread.
That nigga probably drink like 20 things of drinks to do that. You don't put
It
nothing
come
on that.
with one. On a chicken biscuit, no, bro.
I'm not gonna
I
ask
eat the
if you-
chicken.
I'm not gonna ask if you put water on your protein powder. I think you.
You know damn well I'm not drinking no protein powder, bro. Come on now.
I mean, you don't drink protein powder because you be eating that shit. My nigga,
You're just ingesting that shit straight.
That nigga said
No, I
water.
don't.
That nigga
I
said,
don't eat
that
protein
nigga said
powder.
water for pussy. You just be drinking it like this.
I drink a lot of water. This is getting out of hand, bro. You guys are just smearing my image
This
now,
shit
bro.
been out of hand, bro. Since you mentioned ketchup,
Yeah,
that shit
like-
been out of hand.
My nigga, like Chick-fil-A.
I drink a lot of water, bro.
Chick-fil-A is objectively like the best sauce that there is. Like everything that you get at Chick-fil-A is dippable in the Chick-fil-A sauce.
Yup.
The fact that
Polynesian.
Okay, like I get nuggets and I get Polynesian and barbecue. I get the chicken
my
sandwich.
nigga,
I don't put any sauce on it. I just eat I get the spicy chicken
What
sandwich.
about the fries? What about the fries? What you do with the
I
fries?
did the fries and ranch.
All right, that's one thing I know from this episode is Jerry Jones is a racist and David is racist against condiments.
my nigga throat is dry as fuck, bro. You like
Pause.
No, it's not. No, it is not, bro.
I just hope somebody knows
Pause.
CPR in that house, man.
Bro, we are good on this side, bro. I promise you.
God damn, bro. I
know-
hope you staying away from the French fries, bro. Like,
I know
you
my
like
dick-
two French
I
fries
eat
away
French
from-
fries, bro. French fries are cool, bro. I eat
With ranch?
potatoes are dope. I eat French fries and ranch, yeah.
I know my dog Adrian is reviving you every weekend. He's coming to that crib.
Like, my nigga be bringing
He's
back
at
to,
he's
like,
at that annoying age where like he just eats the same shit over and over again. It's like,
Damn.
Oh, he uses ketchup? Is what you're saying?
You don't let
he doesn't.
you don't let him use ketchup?
Of course, I let him do what he would like to do.
All right, you're a good parent.
Ketchup just happens to not be part of the.
Because of you racist against ketchup.
I'm not anti-ketchup, bro.
My nigga, it's
Wait, so do you or do you not have ketchup at your house though?
He ain't got no
I
ketchup. He
use
said that.
ketchup for hot dogs. That's the only thing I use.
But I'm saying, like
That
in your
motherfucker dry.
fridge, in your
the
fridge,
hot
do you have
dog dry.
ketchup?
I'm not certain, bro.
Eat the hot dog dry then.
Eat a
Come
dry
on.
glizzy.
You got this, Ryan.
I put ketchup on it, bro.
You don't need no ketchup, dog.
I put ketchup on the glizzy, bro.
So why you put it on the hot dog? You okay with it on the hot dogs and nowhere else? Like, I'm so
Yeah, just-
lost. I'm even more
Yeah, like-
confused now than I was before. Like
I really didn't expect you guys to inquire about my eating habits tonight, bro. Like, I wasn't ready for it.
you
I didn't
inquired
expect
about
you-
him.
Yeah, nigga, like that's like you're skipping the part where you initially inquired, bro. Like
Hey.
that's the weird part. That I'm
Bro,
at
like,
first
all I asked you about
surprised.
was what you use the ketchup for.
But like, why wouldn't you just assume?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like,
We putting ketchup on pancakes.
why would I assume something of you? I shouldn't assume anything of you.
Why not though? Like if I'm at Taco Bell
Well,
asking
if-
for a hot sauce, like what do you think I'm gonna put it on? Like
Dude, I'm not going to make any assumptions, bro, because there's a bunch of different things that you could apply that to.
Hey, this is an
Like-
intervention,
like what?
bro.
Did you think I was gonna put? Do you think I was gonna put ketchup on their Hershey's? On their Hershey's pie?
I don't know,
Like,
bro.
what do you-
I was just asking.
Hey, like-
First of all, hold on. We asking the wrong. Why you was at Burger King?
Oh no.
What was
Yeah,
that, bro?
I wasn't at Burger King.
No.
Who's
I
that?
gave me food poisoning.
Like it's right across the street from my job, and I had to get back quick.
Oh, then that's straight. I was
Yeah.
about to say, you keeping them in business, my nigga. That's nasty.
Yeah, that shit nasty.
I know. I can't lie.
All right,
Like,
press him now. Press him. He just pressed you for eating Burger King. Press him. Press him, bro.
We go.
like if you're poor and you got like Burger King will hook you up, bro. Like
Nigga, you will be shitting yourself for like the next 30 minutes after.
You gonna be
that.
full, though.
but you're gonna
Be
not be
full.
hungry no more.
Yeah.
That shit is a detox. That shit-
My nigga, like
Get yourself
that
a burger,
too-
bro. You clean your whole system out, nigga.
My niggas be having BOGO Whoppers and $1 fries, like $1 large fries. They just be giving their food away for free, bro. Like,
Yeah.
And
They
no
had
one
like
still
a 20
buys
nugget meal for like $2 or something crazy like that.
yeah,
I was
nigga,
like,
Burger
that's
King
not
is
real
nuts,
fucking
bro.
food, bro. That's grass.
Yeah, right.
That's
I don't know.
alright. I'll eat grass.
What price you paying to eat that, man? I don't know. Like, I ain't
Like last time
$5
when I went to Burger King that
$5
other time, I got
You're paying
Like, last
98
time-
cents.
No,
I
you
got
paying your
a
intestines.
double Whopper with cheese. I got a double Whopper with cheese. I got the Italian chicken sandwich. I got a large fry and a large drink, and I paid like $6.
What the fuck?
None of that went to
Yeah.
your.
You just ate for 7 people, bro. You got it for $7, bro.
I
Yeah,
had
bro,
cancer
it's
before.
crazy.
I don't want it again.
Nah,
Holy-
bro.
YOLO, bro, YOLO.
Nah.
Hey, none of those ingredients stayed in your body.
At
man.
least, I don't fucking start having panic attacks in front of ketchup packets, bro. Like, at least.
Hey, listen, bro. You know very well that's not happening to me.
Like, my nigga, the same.
I'm not standing in front of ketchup packets.
Like the same effect that Vietnam vets have when they hear like fucking phones ring. Is what happens to David when he hears the ketchup come out of the fucking cupboard, bro. Like,
That's just crazy.
That's crazy.
just crazy. All right, man. We're at our hour. We're a little over, but it was funny talking about David and his ketchup. But we'll catch you on the next episode. As always, like, comment, subscribe. We'll catch you. Have a good one.
Even if you like ketchup.
No.